up your trash. Well, good morning or afternoon, depending on where you're at. It could even be the evening. You never know. We don't know where you're at. We don't know where we're at half the time. Well, we're heading up to my claim today, and we need to check it out, make sure there's not a bunch of trash laying around, because, you know, I have claim jumpers that seem to like to come and leave crap. So hopefully we can find some gold, do a little maintenance work, and have a good day. Good old PG&E. This is our third stop. Yeah, I don't have problems with claim jumpers.
Someone's been digging right there.
That's these guys, and they're not going to be happy. And the poison oak is definitely out. Look at that shine. One good thing, right here where they dug, this was covered in poison oak. You imagine all the roots they had to dig out? I hope they got plenty of it. So there's two spots here that they've hammered on, and we're gonna fire up the detectors and check them and see if they left us anything. And this is the other spot that they've worked over. And Kellen said he's already got
light target there.
He's got a light target there and another target over here. And you can see that the poison oak is starting to pop back out here.
Target there.
So hopefully they're a little itchy.
He's got it in the scoop. Piece of lead.
He's on the board. He's got lead. Kellen's on the board with the lead.
Copper boot tack.
Looks like a brass boot tack. So whoever's claim jumping, I'm sure that's their Garrett Pan box up there. Obviously they don't have a metal detector, or they're just really bad at it. We're gonna have to buy longer shirts for Kellen. And no, it's not baby wipes. He's using IVX. Get rid of the poison oak oils. Target.
This person was just here. There's test hole dig holes right over here. They're really fresh.
All right, I got one target here. Let's dig it up and see what it is. Right where that piece of trash is. We'll fall out of here. Oh. Wonder what they're using that for. Flame jumping and they can't even clean up their trash. I have a feeling I know what that target was. Let's check the trash and see if there's a staple on it. Right there. right, we know what it was. That was the target. It's got a staple right there. When I went back over it, I was like, I bet you there's a staple on that. Well, this time the claim jumpers didn't leave us any gold. They did leave us some lead and their trash. We're gonna go check a new spot after he gets done yawning. We got a fairly loud target right here. I've scraped back some of the material here, and you can see it's right on bedrock. So I thought, well, we might want to film that. It's right by a spot I've gotten gold before. I don't know why I wouldn't have heard it. So let's see. Something new? Something I missed? They moved it. Got it in the scoop. Copper jacket off a bullet. So I'm thinking I might want to do a pan here and see if we can pull up any flour gold. So here's where I just got the copper jacket out of. And I worked this area up and over here a while before, but after the rain I came back and pulled another piece out of there. So, and it's rained a few times since we've been here last, so Kellen's gonna go over it. Maybe he can pull another piece out. So I'm gonna clear this whole area off here by the poison oak, because I am looking forward to getting an ice cream, and if I don't find some gold, no ice cream. So I lightly went over this area with my detector. I did get that one target that we already dug out. I'm gonna go ahead and rather than waste more time going over it, I'm gonna go ahead and just clear the rocks and the duff off, and then we'll go over it and see if we can pick another target or two up. If not, then we're still gonna dig in the cracks because this is bedrock, and we're gonna try to get some flour gold. I'm gonna try to avoid this sport. We do have the bar back at the truck if we need it. Okay, you can see I've moved a bunch of the rocks out of the way. They're not boulders. We'll count those ones up there are boulders. Kellen's walking back to the truck, or should I say hiking back to the truck, and he's gonna get the breaker bar and the McLeod. I gotta show you something else here that's pretty interesting. These rocks look to me like they're hand stacked. And you would say, why are they hand stacked? Well, let me show you the next spot, right above it. Right here through the poison oak. There's the spot they were working. Let's hope we can get some gold out of this and make this a spot we're gonna come back to and work some more. If we don't get anything today, we'll probably still come back and check it again anyway. That's just how we are. Good job. Boulders in here. Pretty big boulder. It'll go. Just don't get in front of it.
heavy.
Timber! Get that cleared off and then go over it with the detector. Remember those days when we were whining about it being cold? Now it's hot! Alright, we haven't completely cleared it yet, but he couldn't wait any longer. That and his shirt disappeared. Says he's got 2 targets, and they both sound not the greatest. But monkers sound like that. He got it first scoop with his hand, and it looks like it's a square nail. We should suspect that, as this is old workings. We're just opening it back up. Hopefully we can get some gold out of here, and they didn't get it all. I think he's starting a new channel. The Naked Prospector. Or Shirtless Prospector. Or the guy playing in the poison oak roots. You did move it.
Come on. Not trying to play in these roots too much.
It's running. That's not a bad sign. But that is a bad sign. 2 targets, 2 square nails. That does prove one thing. We are in old workings. It's hand stacked and we've got square nails. Now we got to find some gold. Got a faint target right there. Let's see what it is. It's much nicer in the shade than it is in the sun. Pull this all off. He thinks he's got a target here. It might be just mineralization, but we're going to find out one way or another.
I think it's just mineralization.
So the other target we found ended up being a boot tag. And he's working on that loud one now.
On this side.
This one I think is probably going to be a nail.
Nail.
Nailed it. And Kellen's off over here moving rocks. Tweaked his back, so now he's loading up on ibuprofen. We'll see how much gold we get today. Standing out in the sun for that hour drained me. Feels great in the shade. I don't want to leave the shade. But every time I get in the sun, wow. And it's only like 80. Just uncovered that crevice here at our workings. Got to be something in that, right? And he's still working.
And he put his shirt back on. Says he has a target down there.
Sounds good.
Dig it up.
If I can.
Want me to come do it? Says he moved it.
Got it. Still sounds good.
It's a good spot, Gary, right around that boulder right there. Gary pulled a 1.5 grams out.
Chunk of lead.
Lead. Lead. So I checked that whole area with the detector, no targets. But I'm gonna do a pan and see if we get any flower gold out of it. And Kellen says he's got another target that doesn't sound too bad down there.
Some lead.
More lead. I think he's going after first gold. So Kellen had no gold in his pan, but his gravel didn't look too bad. He did have some black sand. I did the pan from over here. No black sand, no gold. On my way back, he says he's got a good sounding target. Let's go take a look. I'm gonna pack up from this spot and move to a spot down below. I don't think there's any gold here. Pressure's on, now I'm here filming.
It's weird. It disappeared.
Kellen says he's got first gold. They're little, but looks like he's getting an ice cream. So I helped him clear this area off. We might move that boulder to the left there. While he's doing this, I'm gonna go see if I can get on some gold. I worked this spot about 4 or 5 months ago. We got some flower gold out of it. Not too bad either. Pan number 1, and we got a piece of gold big enough I don't have to wear my glasses to see it. Right there. That could be a good crevice right there. That's one that everybody overlooks. Or that one. Yeah, look at that. That's all stuff that... This is all stuff I busted the bedrock open, and all this opened up here.
Have you gone over this with the detector?
4 months ago.
This might be worth going over with the detector.
This is what I was talking about. I just pried that up. We will see. A lot of dirt on here. Clean it off. Look at all that. It's got clay in it. piece. Oh, there's 3 pieces in there.
I got 0.
You got 0?
Yep. Not even a speck.
Oh yeah. Those might even be detectable. Woohoo! Bring that bedrock up. Where it had to be. There they are. 3 nice pieces. He's gonna check it with the detector now. Hear anything?
Hear anything?
Kellen did go over the pan, and the 1 piece does sound off. It's a nice little chunky
Sounds
piece.
like it wants to do something right here.
All right, well that's probably where those came from. Either came from there or they came from over there.
Alright, I'm gonna turn this off.
So have at it. Well, they all fit through the sucker bottle, so. I was hoping one of them wouldn't. Well, Kellen's gonna bust up that bedrock there at the end where I think these came from. And he said the detector was trying to read there, so maybe there's another one. Nothing. Nothing.
Not even a speck.
And we got new area to detect. And that's just some of the wire that we've got on the magnet now. I'm going to clean that off and we'll go over it again. So that's not a good sign. Something moving around in there. And it's a piece of wire. Is that it?
Piece of wire.
Oh, you're asking for everything now. The rock's been there for 100 years. People are like, why are you moving that rock? You gotta get gold. The river put it there and the river will move it.
There's 2 targets. There's a loud one right back there, and then I think there's maybe one that's trying to get down in there.
Well, let's get them out. Hopefully one's a piece of gold. I'm running out of gas. I'm gonna have to go back for second lunch.
Wire.
Wire! Yee! The jar is right there on the rock. Well, we're gonna dig these last couple of targets here, and then we're gonna make our way home. But before that, he's gonna take some ibuprofen, and we're gonna stop and get ice cream. If we get a piece of gold before then, I'll come back. But this video is going to be long enough as it is.
Oh, yeah. I will see you at the weigh-in. He don't need to. Okay, let's dump all the gold out. And those are the 5 pieces we're going to pick out of there and weigh up. 0.08. I killed it. Even the rooster thinks so. Well, we had a good time out there, except for Kellen hurting his back. But his wife will take care of him.
Pick up your trash.